The following is a paid program and does not necessarily reflect the views or ideas of the staff or management of KWSH or the 110 Broadcast Group.
Good morning and welcome to the Seminole Nation radio program. I'm your host, Edwin Marshall. I'm joined this week by Mr. Joe Coon. Good morning, Joe.
Stongo, it's good to be here this morning.
Well, I'll tell you what, kind of sad to say, but this is going to be Joe's last day with us as an employee of the Seminole Nation. I'm sure Joe will stop in and out every once in a while, but this is his last week as the director of the language program. But hey, Delaney Pinnock will be taking over, right? Temporarily.
Temporarily, I think. I'm not sure.
Anyway, we're going to keep going with the language program, and I know that everybody's going to miss Joe being a part of the language program, but you won't miss Joe. He's going to be around all over the place. But he's retiring finally. He's tried to retire a couple times.
Several times now. This makes the fifth one. I'm going to go this time.
Well, I tell you what, we hope you the best, Joe, and hope you go home, rest, sleep till 9 o'clock every day, and stay up late and watch the Late Show, and just do whatever you want to do.
Yeah. Well, I'll still be involved with the language program because I still have a class at East Central that I'm going to be teaching.
Yeah. All right. Well, anyway, this is Joe's last day with us as an employee. But like I said, he'll be around. So anyway, we'll be talking a little bit more about that later. Joe, you got church meetings this week.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Start off with Arbica. And then
down near Willika.
Yeah, near Willika. Big Arbor over by Eufaula. Headed that way. Stidham, I think, is more like it.
Yeah.
Hickory Ground number 1.
That's down by Henrietta.
That's by Henrietta.
South
High
of
Springs,
Henrietta.
Okemah. I know that's the Jesse Wynn's church.
Yep.
High Springs, Conaway, Skip Foster's church.
Mm-hmm.
Hilltop. I guess that's over here in Wewoka, I guess.
Yeah, Presbyterian Church. Yeah.
And Little Casita, and I don't know which Little Casita that is. I think that might be...
I believe that's Little Casita up near Sapulpa.
Okay. Yeah, I've been there. Matter of fact, I preached there for a little while.
Yeah.
Middle Creek number 1,
Down
over by
Lamar.
New Arbor.
Right outside of Eufaula.
Yeah, right outside Eufaula. Rock Springs, Anadarko.
Don't give me the line. Don't give me. It's way out there.
That's way out there. Ryle Community.
Yeah, it's down
Seminole Baptist across the road from me.
Mm-hmm.
Salt Creek Baptist.
On the lake in Wetumpka.
That's a pretty place too, out by the lake.
Mm-hmm.
Snake Creek number 1 and number 2.
Yep.
So we got some sad news out of Snake Creek number 2.
We'll be talking about that in a minute.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then Trenton down by
Hannah.
What's that town?
Down by
Hannah, yeah.
Hannah.
Vian Creek, and I've been to Vian Creek. That's way out there.
Way out in the country, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Yeah, real beautiful down there in Cherokee country.
That's right. Weegawa, over there at Sand Springs.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's the church meetings for this coming Sunday. Come go and visit and have a good time, eat with them, and just have fellowship with them.
We want to remind you that a lot of churches have church every Sunday, but most churches have a 4th and 8th Sunday. These are listings for 4th and 8th Sunday. So if you want to go by and visit, they'll be glad to have you. All right. OAP menu is out for August. And, man, I'll tell you what, today they got meatloaf, and that starts at 11:30.
Meatloaf.
Meatloaf, mashed potatoes, gravy, black-eyed peas, and Jell-O.
If they had blackberry cobbler, man, that'd make my day.
You'd be gone in it.
I'd be gone.
All right, tomorrow they got stew and cheese sticks with
I love stew too.
cornbread and apple crisp. Then on Thursday, chicken and rice, mixed vegetables, cinnamon rolls. And then Friday, as they do every Friday, it's breakfast at 8 o'clock. Boiled eggs, sausage, hash browns, biscuits, and gravy. cereal, and milk. Man, I'll tell you what, they give you enough for breakfast.
You know,
over
I'm
there.
glad I'm retired. I'm going over that. That menu sounds good. I'm going over there every day.
Eat there every day.
Yeah.
And then next Monday, they got Reuben hot dogs, tater tots, pork and beans, and cherry delight. And that's your menu for this coming week. I'll tell you what, Martha and the cooks, they do a great job over there. And matter of fact, I think Martha may be with us next week. Is that right? Yeah, she's going to be our guest on the show. Yeah, Martha Wind. All right, Joe mentioned a while ago that we have some sad news out of Snake Creek Baptist Church, Snake Creek number 2. Reverend Bill Edmund Holby Sr. of Seminole passed away Friday, August 2nd, and his funeral will be today on Tuesday. We're broadcasting live right now, but his funeral will be today. He was born August 16th, 1938, in the Greasy Creek area near Wetumpka to Lewis Holby and Agnes Wesley Holby. He attended Seneca Indian School till the 8th grade and then was transferred to Chilocco and also attended Bearden High School. Bill proudly served his country in the United States Navy from 1956 to 1960. Bill was currently the pastor of Snake Creek number 2 Church, east of the little community, and had been in the ministry since 1983. How many years is that, Joe? Is that 20 plus 16, 36 years?
36 years, a long time.
He attended many services supporting many families, even if he didn't know them. He loved tending to the church grounds and visiting family, friends, and other ministers. Bill was a full-blood Muskogee Creek tribal member, but he was married to a Seminole tribal member. He was nominated as a AARP Elder of the Year award in 2018. He was awarded that award. He represented the Kaleji tribal town when he received the award. He's survived by 2 sons, Bill Holby Jr. of the home and Kevin R. Holby and his wife Lydia of Shawnee. 5 daughters, Catherine Billy of Ardmore, Oklahoma, Nina Pettit of the home, Lenora Holby of Wetumpka, Oklahoma, Leanne Wolf and her husband Richard of Tecumseh, Oklahoma, and Malochi Holby of the home. 2 brothers, Tiger Holby and Wilburn Holby, both of Wetumpka. 3 sisters, June Fixco, Martha Givens, and her husband Ben and Mary Givens, and her husband Jesse, all of Wetumpka. He's also survived by 21 grandchildren, 42 great-grandchildren, and 3 great-great-grandchildren. He was preceded in death by his parents, Lewis and Agnes Holby, his brothers Melford, Elliot, and Ricky Holby, and his sister Millie Scott, also his wife of 49 years, Margaret Holby. I think one thing that I need to mention here is his funeral will be held at the Highway Baptist Church at 1 o'clock today. That's just north of the little community.
On the west side of the highway.
Yeah, on the west side of the highway. And conducting the services will be Reverend Tony Buck, Reverend Harry Anderson, and Reverend Kenneth Cooper. His final resting place will be at the Snake Creek number 2 Church Cemetery. Pallbearers will be Lewis Holby, Michael Hartley, Mitchell Anderson, Sin Helupke Frazier, Joe R. Fixco, and Alex M. Lena. Honorary bearers will be the pastors Jimpsy Harjo, Walter Factor, Rick Deere, Ed Jimboy, Mark Smith, and Sidney Lee. Funeral arrangements are under the direction of Swearingen Funeral Home in Seminole, Oklahoma. Joe, you know, I'll tell you what, I mentioned this on his obituary on Facebook that, man, there's going to be a deep void left around here in the Christian community with Bill gone.
It sure is. I love to hear him preach, and I love to hear him sing. He's got a boy, Bill Jr., that he can really, really sing.
Yeah.
Really sing.
Great influence on his son. You know, that's a big family he comes from. I've known him my whole life. I knew Bill's mom and dad, and I know that, you know, his mom and dad have gone on, and a couple of brothers and a sister, and they're going to be glad to see him, but we're sure going to miss him around here. Everywhere he went, I've never seen that man without a smile on his face.
Yes.
And I never heard a sermon come out of his mouth that would put you to sleep. That man was an electric speaker.
He was.
And
he
very
sure was.
knowledgeable, very biblically knowledgeable.
You know what really resonates is there's a lot of members of his family have Muskogee names.
Oh yeah.
And I'm glad that
I
they
didn't mention that, but he does. One of his brothers, Elliot. I grew up with those boys, and his Indian name was Velasco. Velasco, and then
Yeah.
he's got a brother named Katsa.
Gotcha.
Uh-huh. And let's see. Of course, his name was Sanitza. That was his Indian name.
We couldn't figure out what that was, really, did we?
Not totally,
Yeah.
but anyway, but you're right. They're a very traditional family, and
One of the daughters, I think, her name was Melogy, I think. Little Mary, I think that's what that's supposed to be. But
Oh,
they
he's
got
got-
it Melochi on there, but
well, that's his daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah. It says Melochi, but it is Miloji.
Melogy.
Yeah. And there's a lot of family members that did have native names and Creek names, but and you say why are we mentioning it so much? Bill was Creek, but he lived in this community right here near this radio station for most of his adult life with his wife Margaret out of the Fixico family, and he had just a great big influence around here and throughout the whole Christian community. But if you have a obituary, you lose a family member, and you want us to announce that, we'll be glad to. Also, Joe, in other news, General Council calendar for fiscal year 2019 is out, and coming up, the quarterly meeting is going to be September the 7th, 2019. And want to remind everybody that resolution requests and reports are due August the 23rd. But the next meeting is September the 7th, 2019. This meeting is going to be the Chief's annual report. So keep that in mind as well. So if you want to hear the state of the nation, come on out for the Chief's annual report. Once again, that's going to be on September the 7th. Okay, coming up on Thursday, August the 15th, it's next week at 6:30 at the Council House. There will be a Finance Committee presentation on the fiscal year 2020 budget. They've got the budget request put together. Please join us for the presentation and discussion of the fiscal year 2020 budget. Priority seating will be given to the band chiefs and general counsel, but everybody's invited to attend.
I like it when they talk about Tuknawa.
Yeah. Okay, from the Seminole Nation Division of Commerce, here's a big announcement. The Seminole Nation Division of Commerce is seeking approval from the people of our nation to join the Intertribal Buffalo Council. This is the first step in exploring the possibility of bringing bison to Seminole tribal lands, not only as a way to prevent and increase the North American bison herd, preserve and increase the North American bison herd, but also as a business venture that'll put a dominant asset, tribal land, to use. Membership in the Intertribal Bison Council is strictly limited to federally recognized tribes. The ITBC is a cooperative of Indian tribes and not a government organization. Joe, there's a lot of possibilities in this economic development opportunity here. There's some jobs that'll go along with this. There's also distribution of the bison meat, things like that it could be a big asset to the Seminole Nation. Right now, there are no, we were talking about this a while ago, there are no agricultural ventures in the Seminole Nation. But you know as well as I do, the Seminole Tribe of Florida is having great luck and great success with their agricultural.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So that's going to be, let's see. They want permission. See, they're not leaving this up to the National Council or the Tribal Council. They're wanting citizen input and they want citizen approval. If you're interested in this, you'd like to know more about it, call 405-382-3562. They'll give you the whole breakdown. And that's Seminole Nation Division of Commerce, 405-382-3562.
Does that mean I get my own little old pet, Yanasa?
I guess so. Baby buffalo.
Baby buffalo.
Hey, free food for seniors. A Seminole Nation Commodity Distribution Program. The Supplemental Food Program is a food assistance program for Seminole County, Oklahoma senior citizens. I didn't say Native Americans. Any senior citizen that meets the income qualifying guidelines is eligible for commodity supplemental food. If you'd like more information on that, call 405-234-5240.
You know, I'm a senior citizen, but sometimes I sure don't feel like. I feel like a little kid sometimes.
I noticed that when you were limping a while ago. When you was holding your knee and your hip. I seen that. All right, Head Start and Early Head Start is now accepting applications for enrollment. Tribal and non-tribal children ages 6 weeks to 5 years of age. So that's at the Miccosukee Mission, Barking Water Center, or the Kanawha Center. But I'm going to give you the number for the Miccosukee Mission Center, and you can call them, and they'll give you more information. Any of these three centers is accepting children right now. The number is 405-234-5226. Joe, the Seminole Nation BCR Commission has some things for sale. Tell us about that.
Well, they got some pop sockets, and I didn't know what that was for a long time. I thought maybe something put in your soda pop or something. But it's that little deal that holds your telephone. You can hold it in your hand, and so you don't drop it every time. They got turtle stickers. They got sun visors, ashtrays, vanity plates, all from $5 up to $20, whatever you want to buy. Got some license plates too. That's pretty nice looking. But anyway, you can call them at 405-382-8617. You know, I'm having a little hard time talking. You gave me that chocolate candy bar a while ago, and it's still stuck in my teeth. So anyway, Mado for the chocolate.
Sure. Hey, I'm going to take just a moment here, Joe, and remind everybody that our friends, these ladies down at the Seminole Quick Pick, that's the Sinclair station of intersection 9 and 99, the first Seminole tribal member that walks in there today and says, I heard it on KWSH, you'll get a free extra large fountain drink. That's Brenda, Christy, and Autumn down at the Seminole Quick Pick, the Sinclair station at the corner of Highway 99 and 9 right here in Seminole. Thanks, ladies.
They're sure nice down there.
I know. Hey, we're going to take just a minute to get to listen to Jeremy Foltz with Highlights from the Nation.
Istongo Seminologi, Jeremy Foltz, Jaho Jifkados with Highlights from the Nation. 2 weeks ago started a first for the Historic Preservation Office and their 2-week-long pilot field school. There were 15 to 20 people in attendance for the classroom setting, as well as 12 went on the trip to Tallahassee, Florida. Here are a few of the participants to share their experiences.
The highlight of the trip is just getting to know more about fire ecology, because I had no idea what that was, and I enjoy learning, so it was something different that I think can apply in more ways than it sounds.
They were open to sharing their knowledge without question. They didn't hesitate to share their knowledge with us.
It felt very humbling. It's like I could almost see like all like their chickies like together. Like if they said like there's a million of them, I can like picture it and just see them walking through like the grass and just through the islands and just doing like their daily stuff like they always did back then. And so I just found that like fascinating and like humbling that I actually got to be where my ancestors used to be and walk.
I like when they're burning the grass. I got to experience that, how they do it, because I didn't know they even burned grass like that. But I think that was pretty fun to see that. You know, maybe climbing the tower too. That was pretty fun because I'm scared of heights too. So it was like a bit of excitement and fear mixed into that.
It was a lot of learning about not just like our homelands, but even learning about like fire, how it's used to help the environment and such.
It was interesting. It was like, I mean, you know, like Caitlin said, it made you feel kind of connected because, you know, we actually have, you know, family that was, you know, out here. And so it's crazy to think about because, I mean, you're stepping in the same place that they were at.
The fun times we had as a group about what we've learned in class, what we've talked about, and then also that feeling that you get, which I'm sure that, you know, even in wherever we are, we feel our ancestors with us, but it's just such a strong presence, such a strong connection being on the land that they once were walking on. we always hear that the land is important, but through the field school, I learned how important it is, or like it taught me, like the ecosystems, that everything is there for a reason.
Any words for Joy and Brigida?
Oh man, I just want to tell them thank you, because you tell how passionate they are when they talk about this subject, and when they just present to everybody who we meet. Because they not only do they want other people to know about our history, but they also want the younger ones like us to hopefully carry it on to the next generations and on. So I just want to tell them thank you.
I think they did an amazing job. I know they had a lot on their plate and they had a lot of things to deal with, but they did such a great job, and I applaud them because it took a lot of effort to make this happen.
Joy, Brigida, Nakamog, and Mejitska, Maro, Jikejigast.
Any words for the camera before you go up?
No, I'm scared. But
No, the Jadis are climbing something that says "Do not climb."
yes, we don't follow the rules.
And that is your highlights from the nation. Mado Jigejigast.
All right, welcome back, Seminole Nation radio program. I'm your host, Edwin Marshall, along with Mr. Joe Coon. I'll tell you, it sounded like they had a good time last week, didn't it?
And don't forget Mark.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Mark Williams on the camera.
Yeah.
Hey, he's the baby boy of Olin and Bernice Williams.
He don't look like a baby, but
Hey, listen, Joe, sound like they had a good time last week in
they
Tallahassee. How come me and you got left behind?
well, I don't know. I always get left behind.
Jeremy and
You
Delaney.
lose, my whole get always.
Yeah. Jeremy and Delaney went along with the group. Of course, they were a part of the group that went to Tallahassee last week and visited the homelands, and I think it was a great summer experience for some of our students. And I'll tell you, well, as you can tell by their comments there, they had a great time. So maybe next year we'll go.
Yeah, they said they were kayaking among the alligators down there.
Yeah,
and I don't know that I would have done that.
I know.
but,
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Hey, listen, as long as the funds aren't exhausted, this is still ongoing. The Seminole Nation of Oklahoma LIHEAP Cooling Assistance Program. You must be enrolled federally recognized tribe, any tribe residing in Seminole County, meet income eligibility guidelines, have your documents, tribal enrollment, CDIB verification for everybody in the house, and proof of income, along with your most recent electric bill. If you want to know more about that, they've still got funds, as far as I know. Call Seminole Nation Social Services at 257, that's 405-257-6257. And also they have air conditioners. If you don't have an air conditioner in your home and it's hot and you need some relief, they are giving away air conditioners for senior citizens 55 years and older. So, or children under 5 years old.
Oh,
So,
yeah, we need to take care of those.
yep.
The BCR Commission, the Seminole Nation BCR Commission, announced that they'll be open on Saturdays from 9 to 1 p.m. It's only on the first Saturday of every month, and they started back in July. So they're going to be open first Saturday of every month until they tell us otherwise. But
All right. Hey, I got a long list to go through, so listen real closely. The following dates are Seminole County School JOM supply distribution dates. And, of course, Bow Lake Schools already had theirs on August the 1st, but here's the list. Butner Public Schools, August 13th from 4 to 6 during the meet and greet. This is JOM supply distribution dates. Justice Public School, August the 12th from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Conowal Public Schools, August the 1st. They've already had theirs. New Lima Public Schools, August the 14th. It's going to be the first day of school. Sasakwa Public Schools, August 7th and 8th at the school. Seminole Public Schools, August 6th, back to school night. Is that this evening, August 6th? Yeah, I believe it is. August, tonight, back to school night, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. at the high school and cafeteria. And Northwood at 4th through 6th will be at Northwood at the same time from 6 to 8 p.m. today. Strawberry Public Schools, August 13th during back to school bash. Varnum Public Schools, August 13th from 6 to 7:30. Wewoka Public Schools, August the 6th. That's today from 6 to 7:30. All these times and dates are tentative. That's the list we have, but for more information, call Seminole Nation JOM program at 405-257-7261.
You know, Varnum School's been real receptive to introducing our Muskogee language at their school.
Yes, absolutely.
Throw that in there for them. Independence Day celebration for Seminole Nation of Oklahoma, August 7th. That is tomorrow evening at 6 o'clock. They'll have a traditional meal. They'll have a program begin at 7 o'clock. It's at the Council House at the Miccosukee Mission, Seminole, Oklahoma. Guest speakers are Dr. Daniel F. Littlefield. He's director of Sequoia Research Center, University of Arkansas, Little Rock. He's author of many Native American books, Seminole Burning and Seminoles and Blacks. Also, we have Jake Tiger, our own Jake Tiger. He was on here the other day.
He was on here the other day.
Yeah, and we're so proud of him, the advance he's making in his life. And he's doing the traditional dress for Seminole Traditional Clothing Artist is his title.
That's tomorrow,
that's
right?
Tomorrow.
Starting at what time?
6 o'clock is dinner. It's a traditional meal. If you have any questions, you can contact Hope West at the executive office at 405-257-7207.
Meadow, Joe. Hey, Lisa Billy, she's Secretary of Native American Affairs with the state of Oklahoma, is hosting State Capitol Tribal Youth Summit on August the 8th. That'll be Thursday from 10 o'clock to 4 p.m. If you have some young people that would like to attend, there will be breakout sessions, motivational speakers, scavenger hunt tours. Man, this will be a good thing for our Native kids to go to before school starts. There will be Native leaders in law, business, public safety, tribal policy, and colleges there. So once again, that'll be Thursday at the state capitol. If you want information, you can contact lisa.billy at gov.ok.gov.
The Seminole Nation of Oklahoma Language Program presents the Quarterly Elders Language Forum. This topic this time will be the Muskogee religion and spirituality. We're talking about Seminole Creek. I'll let Edwin talk a little bit more about that because he knows more about both religion and cultural.
That's going to be a week from Friday, and it's going to be at our office out there at Pomahaga School. We're going to discuss the differences and the parallels of our religions, our traditional religion and our contemporary religion. And there's a lot more in common than people think. And this is not to convert anybody either way to one side or the other. This is just an open discussion to get everybody to understand where the basis of our religions. A potluck lunch will be held, so bring your favorite dish. Drinks, cups, plates, and utensils will be provided by the Tsno language program. Pomahaga School is located 7 miles north of Seminole on Highway 99, half a mile west on East-West 1170, or 4 miles south of I-40 on Highway 99, then a half mile west on East-West 1170. Come on out.
Either way, they all eat good.
Yeah.
Water aerobics, Monday and Wednesday. Age waves, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Liquid fusion, 6:15 to 7:15. Classes begin August 19th. They run through November 6th at Seminole State College. Contact information, 405-234-5246. Program directors Amanda Upshaw at 405-234-5275. And Jordan Harjo at harjo.j@sno-nsn.gov. I'm going to enroll in that. They tell me that, you was talking about me limping around and crying around, and I'm going to enroll in that, see if that's going to help me get back to where I can dunk the basketball and run a quarter mile.
At least you'll get refreshed.
At least run down to the mailbox, I guess.
At least you'll freshen up because you'll get in the water finally. Hey.
They won't let me take soap in there, though.
Chair aerobics, Tuesdays and Thursdays starting August 6th till October 24th. This is the same group. It's going to be held at the Senior Citizen Center from 1 to 2 each of those days. That's Tuesdays and Thursdays through August, September, and October. Applications are needed and available online at SNDP online or via email. For more information, contact 405-234-5246. That's Little Miss Jordan Harjo. So get a hold of her and 234-5246.
Native American Youth Summit, One Gas Building, 15 East 5th Street, Tulsa, Oklahoma. Saturday, August 24th, featuring Chance Rush, MC1, Chasky Spencer. I don't know how to say that name, but for students entering grades 8th through 12th, that's a Native American Youth Summit.
Hello, Joe. All right, Seminole Nation Days, of course, is coming up third week in September. That'll be September 20th, 21st, and 22nd. Information is starting to come out on some of those things. Here's the first piece of information about an event for the Seminole Nation
Seminole
Days.
Nation Days Golf Tournament, September 6th. So all you guys that play golf, and I think my brother's one of them, but I ain't going to tell off on him, John. So anyway, contact Heather Napier or Travis Wilson at 405-217-0176 or email at golf@SeminoleNationCasinos.com.
All right, also coming up on September the 21st, Seminole Nation Days 5K and 1 mile run walk. It's free event, Saturday, September the 21st. Registration starts at 6:15 in the morning at Seminole Municipal Building. The 5K will start at 7:30. You can pre-register by calling 405-257-7364. T-shirts for the first 100 to register. There's going to be first, second, third place recognition for each age group, and race medals to the first 100 5K finishers.
I have one of those medals.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, also the baby pageant is coming up. It's going to be held on September the 14th at the Haney Center. It's for boys and girls between the ages of infancy to 6 years old. Application fee is $80. The deadline to enter the pageant is August the 16th. Walk-ins on the day of the pageant will not be accepted. So if you want more information about that, let's see.
Does that mean the babies can walk in? Or?
Well, I have an address for you. Seminole Nation Baby Pageant, 2115 West Wrangler Boulevard, Seminole 74868. I don't have a contact number for this, I don't guess, Joe.
I don't know. I haven't.
I'll have to get that before next week. Yeah. Okay. And finally, the 51st annual Seminole Nation Days Powwow, Saturday, September 21st, 2019. This is the 51st annual, but it's the 8th annual Jennifer Kishkiton Old Style Women's Cloth, Southern Cloth, 18 years and older. Gourd dancing will start at 2 o'clock until 6, supper from 6 to 7. Grand entry, or gourd dancing will resume at 7 until 7:45. Then the grand entry will be 8 o'clock. Always a big powwow, Joe. Mm-hmm. There's going to be just a big host of people that are going to be involved with this. We'll have more information next week. But for more information, you can call 405-274-6791. What do you say that's Patty Kishkiton's number? I bet it is. Mm-hmm. Hey, that's it for us today. Thanks for joining us on the Seminole Nation radio program. It's always great to have you here with us. Momi no gira hayu ya lagat no hayu ed. Momi shais ke de luboti nagi o hunaga o hunayad. Momi shibo faskidor. Momi ebo mabo hezaksa. Momi shibakuti gori mongen. Momen Mr. Joe Coon matponya hey yogi do shimakuta haniad hayu adu gira shimakuta haniad o libiga Joe Coon o sakpa later.
I want to dedicate this song to Bill Hobai, so I'm just going to leave it at that.
And his family.
And his family, yes. Jimiko sapi yati mo sin dim wahis jin hitki dan po walas mo mitsi po wahijas mo minya mai kana in pa kagi yo fat chim lê ki ta to lê jit phi ga pi dan po ya ji. Mado.